Pisces, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. To all my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women, we're now covering the second week of October. So this is from the 11th till the 17th. And this week on the 10th, we have Saturn in Aquarius going direct. And we have 3 other planets, I think a total of 4 planets this month in October going direct. So we're going to see a lot of changes. And even you may feel it energetically, but just like in the world, things are moving forward now. And with this Saturn and Aquarius going direct, it's like getting back to business, like things getting serious again. What we put our time, energy, money, resources, work, finances, like we're getting more serious about it, and time is of the essence. So we may be even seeing like legislation or changes going on that the governments, cities, states are implementing and like pushing and moving forward. So a lot of forward movement is going to be happening this month. Okay, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. Okay, and of course, as I always say, these are general, so please listen with an open mind, open heart, take what fits and leave the rest out. Okay, all right, guys. So when it comes to your health this week, Pisces, we have the 3 of Swords. So I'm getting here, please be careful of any sharp objects in your environment, you know, scissors, knives, needles, anything like that, because you may accidentally cut yourself or may hurt yourself, possibly, or maybe someone around you, or if you work in an environment or have little kids, just be careful of any sharp objects or things that could cut or, you know, make you bleed. And maybe keep them away, or just make sure, you know, you have them in a safe place. Okay. Also, like your shoulders, arms, like this whole area, be careful. You know, you may hurt yourself, or you don't want to like jam your finger in like a car door and close it by accident, or like a window, you know, just depending on what you're doing. So just be careful of this area and any sharp objects this week that could cut you or could hurt you. And I don't think it would be anything major, anything really bad, but I just want to prevent anything. I don't want you guys to get hurt. So just be careful of that, especially if you work around sharp things that could cause an injury. Okay. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But I think your arms, like some of you, if you have like an injury in your arm or shoulders, like just be careful so it doesn't like get worse. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, we have the High Priestess. So I feel like here this week you have access, or you're getting access, or you're being given access, whatever the case is, to some kind of hidden knowledge or like confidential information. And this information was either maybe given to you, or you accidentally saw it or accidentally stumbled into it. And maybe this is like, you know, patient's files, or, you know, blood work, or I don't know, it could be anything, but there's some kind of hidden knowledge or like confidential information that you're going to come across, or you may know. Maybe it's just like an intuition or something you kind of just feel. You don't have the facts, but you know, it's like, I just know it. And then you may get confirmation, or you may see something that validates what you were picking up. So just make sure you're keeping everything that you find, or anything that you do find, on the hush hush, on the DL. You don't want to like go and tell everybody, especially if it's something very sensitive or highly confidential. But I do feel like you're going to have some hidden knowledge, or you may see something, or you may hear a conversation or see something, you're like, whoa, I think I wasn't supposed to see that, or I think I wasn't supposed to hear that. But just keep it to yourself and don't share anything. Okay, this week, especially with coworkers or other people, you just want to make sure you're not like getting into any trouble. I don't think it's going to be anything that gets you into trouble, but it could be something that could be very, you know, damaging or not good if it gets spread around. So just be mindful, and also use your intuition, follow your gut instincts. Like there could be something that you had an inkling about like the past few weeks, or, you know, in the recent past, and you're like, I just know something's wrong. Like I just know I'm right. And this week you finally get that confirmation, like, oh, I knew it. Like you got the evidence, or the message, or something that shows you, or you found the, I don't know, the facts in the book or in the files or something. So there's some kind of hidden knowledge here. And you could be working maybe with another Pisces like yourself, or you are the one that kind of is the only one that has access to this knowledge. So this could either help you with your work, or be cause drama or not be good. So just either, whatever the case is, until you actually know what to do or until it's like solidified or anything, just keep it on the DL. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side here, we have the 5 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Sun in reverse. Okay, so some of you could have Leo somewhere in your chart. And then on this side for this person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all the above. We have the Emperor, 2 of Cups, and Strength. All right, so as far as who this could be, guys, well, it could definitely be an Aries, Leo, or water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time, or be like a mixed match. Okay, so I feel really strong energy here. So this could be someone who is older than you, or at least very mature and like wise, stable, secure, has a good head on their shoulders, probably very strong. If not like physically strong, probably internally like very, very strong, like has good energy or has a lot of energy. Someone who is really passionate or motivated, like is more like a doer, action oriented, you know, could be a good leader, knows how to like lead, and very, very just stable, very confident in themselves. Okay. Also someone who probably has a really big heart, really giving, really generous, and again, just really like strong, confident energy. Okay. And also feel like you maybe have a good friendship with this person, or you guys get along really well, like just kind of like as friends, and like you just kind of understand each other. Like you could probably finish each other's words really well, or you may have a lot of common interests or things in common, like, you know, maybe they like to swim and you like to swim, or they grew up in the same place you did, or like whatever the case is, like there's a lot of common interest here, and it feels like you guys just kind of get along really well, like on an emotional, like spiritual level. Okay. And I think that it seems like your outside world has been kind of like fallen apart, or maybe like a lot of things have changed, or you've gone through a lot of changes within the last few months or years. I think probably this year you've gone through a lot of changes in your life, and some of it has made you sad, some of it has made you happy, but I think a lot of it, like your internal world is like rising, like your spirit is rising, while everything else around you is kind of like falling down, or maybe has fallen apart. And at times this has made you feel really alone, like maybe you've lost friends, maybe you've lost family members, or you've lost jobs, or you've lost, you know, a lot of things that maybe used to validate you or used to give you a sense of security, you know, and now you don't have those things. Maybe you just don't relate to those people anymore. You just don't have those interests anymore. And at times I think that made you feel really alone or really isolated, but this was also elevating your spirit. So internally, I think you're rising, you know, you're wiser now, you know yourself a little bit better. Maybe you are more confident in yourself, and you have maybe clearer, just like a clearer vision of what you want or what you're looking for. Was before you're kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I think up to this point, like it's at times like it's made you kind of really like sad, or because like the Sun in reverse is like maybe not having as much confidence in yourself, or being kind of down and depressed. I don't think you are down and depressed, but I think there's just been a lot of things that have fallen apart in your life, but your spirit is getting stronger, and that's what really matters. And I think at a time when you are maybe almost giving up, you're like, oh my gosh, everything is just like a mess, or I don't know what's going to happen, I'm always going to feel alone, or this and that, like no one really gets me, no one really understands me. And you meet someone, or you're connecting with someone who kind of has that strength, or is strong in areas that maybe you lack, you know, like, you know, they could be a good driver and you suck at driving, or I don't know, just like areas where you lack, areas where you're maybe not as strong, or you need a little bit of help, you need a little bit of assistance. This person has that strength, or can lift you up. And I feel like their energy is like one that's like trying to lift you up, or like really gets you, really understands you, and wants to help you, wants to encourage you. and kind of like sees you for who you are, not for who they, who you portray yourself to be, or like who they want you to be. They kind of like see you and appreciate you just for like really who you are as a person. And I think that means a lot to you, because the past few months or years, you've noticed that like things have become a lot more shallow, or you've lost friends or people that didn't really value you to begin with. And I think at times that really did hurt you. So with this energy, I feel like this is someone who's really stable, secure, like Aries energy and like any fire energy is like really, they see what they want and they go for it. And there's no like hesitation, and like there's no like wishy-washy energy or like in and out. It's very like, I know what I want, I'm going for it, I'm being direct. I feel like they're very direct with you, and there's no like games or passive aggressive behavior or like anything like that. It's just like not childish. It's very mature, and I think very refreshing for you. Okay, and like I said, there's a good friendship here, and I think that's really important. At least for me, I think you guys can agree that like when you're with someone, I feel like it's really important to make sure that you actually get along as friends, like you actually like each other's company and energy, because at times there's always going to be moments when you're like sick of each other, but if you actually enjoy each other's company as friends, and like I feel like those are the kind of connections and relationships that really like last a long time. So there's that I can't speak, relatable energy between the two of you. And not only that, I feel like they really have a big heart, a really genuine soul, and they see you and maybe understand you, or maybe you've shared, or like they know maybe your struggles or things that you've been through, and they kind of like sympathize with you, or they just kind of like understand you, or understand maybe why you are the way you are, or like how things have like, just developed and evolved. So I feel like this person's energy is really strong. We have 4, 2, and 8. So definitely Aries, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. And I feel like also this person could have like maybe really nice hair, or like looks really good, or like likes to dress up, or likes to take care of themselves, and is very just kind of like a doer and action oriented. Okay, but I feel like a healthy person, like someone who is emotionally, mentally, spiritually healthy, and has a lot to offer, and brings you a lot of like stability and like comfort when at times maybe you don't feel that way, or times when you're feeling kind of all over the place, or just like you need help, or you need some clarity, or like, I don't know, warmth. I feel like this person offers you that warmth that you need when you're feeling kind of cold or like alone. It's deep. It's very deep. Okay, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. Okay, so we'll continue this on in the extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.